Hello, fellow viewers. This is Dr. Harinji Etebo. I want to talk again this time around about the dressing code. The color of your dress has an effect on your health. Sometimes when I come online and I bring some information, some people are very skeptical. That's very important information as per health, especially when we're talking about therapeutic medicines. We have done a lot of research. We've also made observation. Experiments have been carried out on individuals, which is obvious that the color of your dressing, the nature of your dressing determines your health status at that particular time, and even consequently. We should understand that life go brings life. We have different forms of materials that we use for dresses. We have organic materials and we have inorganic materials, also referred to as synthetic materials. Now, when you put on a dress that they use plastics to produce, they use chemical substance produce using chemicals or inorganic substance to produce. It has a different effect on your body compared to when you put on a dress that is coming from an organic material. That accounts for some of the reasons our foreparents, our grandparents, they were very healthier because some of them use bark of trees, leaves, material from trees, fiber, textile from natural resources, natural materials to produce their dress, their shoes, their slippers. They use skin of animals. Already, those materials had pre-existing life before they were using it to prepare their dresses. That's why you need to do the same to have materials. A person who is using wool from a sheep or using skin from an animal as a material for his or her dress is healthier because it has some similarity with their body mechanism. Unlike the person who is taking, let's say, silk that is produced in an industrial unit or taking a material that is synthetic, that is quite different. So we should take that into consideration. About colors, yes, look at somebody who is putting on a dark dress. It can never be as comfortable as somebody who is putting on white. The day you put on dark, irrespective of where you are going to, where you are, you see that you'll be less comfortable than when you put on white. Because white absorbs all colors. You should take note that the color of your dress is not the color the dress possesses. It's the color the dress reflects. Any object you see that have a color, the color is not the original color of that object. The color of the object you are seeing is the color that can be reflected by that object. If you see a dress that looks red in your eyes, you should know that that dress is red in your eyes because the dress have absorbed all the other colors and reflected red. And note that that red is your own eyes. There are other organisms, there are other animals that cannot see that dress as red, just like you. For instance, when you go to nightclubs with certain type of bulbs, you see that the color of your dress will change. That's reflection. Those who have done some elementary physics will understand best what I'm talking about. And also, dress have a major role to play with psychology. Look at the person. Even in our hospitals, you see that the color of the doctor or the nurse's outfit is that of which the patient will be comfortable. That explains why you will not see a medic put on black and go to see patients in the ward or consult. A medic will not be putting on red to move around to be attending to patients. It's not very proper. We should always take that into consideration. And we should know that some dresses, even their patterns, even their designs, have some effect on us because they expose us to social hazards like rape cases, like those who are into some kind of, there is a kind of dress you put on who want you to behave in a certain way. Psychology has confirmed a girl who puts on a miniskirt is bound to behave poorly compared to a girl who puts on a longer gown or a skirt that can be above the knee level. They will not have the same behavior. They will not be exposed to the same health challenges or hazards. When there are social hazards, it leads to health misconduct. So we have to take that into consideration. Climatic factor have to do also, it have a major role in terms of your health. You need to dress according to the environment. If you are staying in an environment that the climate there is harsh in terms of coolness, you should know that you should put on thick clothing. And when the climate in that environment is too hot, you should put on clothing that are not too thick. That's why people who are asthmatic or have respiratory diseases are always recommended to put on thick clothing early in the mornings and late out in the evenings. So you should know that your dressing code to have a major role to play with your health. The inner color of your walls of your house have to do to a role to play with your health. A man who sleeps in a room that is white is living longer, will live longer than the person who sleeps in a room that is painted with red or black walls. So we should take all those things into consideration. That's still part of dressing code. The color of your house is dressing of the house. Please try to share this information with your friends and relatives. And try to know that there are certain colors that are very good for your health, like blue, like sky blue, like white, like purple. But we should avoid red dresses, red coloration in terms of health houses and indoors dressing. Thanks for watching the video. Don't hesitate to share it with your friends. A thumbs up will be appreciated. Note that this is for educational purposes and not for your health decisions to be made. You consult your doctor in terms of any decision you want to make.